A very good evening to everyone, and welcome back to day two of the second edition of the world's largest FinTech Fest, Global FinTech Fest, organized by Payments Council of India and FinTech Convergence Council, the two councils of Internet and Mobile Association of India, along with National Payments Corporation of India. The Global FinTech Fest is presented by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, Reserve Bank of India, and is supported by Niti Aayog, Startup India, and Invest India. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our partners, powered by partner Razorpay, brought to you by partners Amazon Pay and WhatsApp, in association with partner Google Pay and Open Financial Technologies, and our digital payments partner Cash Free Payments. The second edition of Global FinTech Fest revolves around the theme FinTech Empowering a Global Digital Economy and provides an in depth understanding of the latest businesses, policies, investment, and technology developments within the FinTech landscape globally. With that, it is great pleasure that I have to announce the next session, which is Inspiring Insights, a Diaspora Talk by Mr. Rajesh Agrawal, Deputy Mayor of London for Business, Greater London Authority.
Afternoon and hello from London. My name is Rajesh Agrawal and I'm the Deputy Mayor of London for Business. I have the great job of championing business in our capital, attracting investment into London by showcasing what a great city we are and supporting businesses by ensuring they have the tools they need to grow. I would like to begin by saying thank you to the organizers of Global FinTech Fest for inviting me to speak to you all today. I speak to you this morning not only with my Deputy Mayor hat on, but also as a FinTech entrepreneur. I was born and grew up in India, so I'm delighted to be speaking as part of your Diaspora talk, and I'm proud to be part of the extensive network of Indian entrepreneurs globally. I grew up in Indore, in Madhya Pradesh, in a very humble family background. And just like all young people, I was full of ideas and dreams. In 2001, I arrived in London as a 24-year-old young man with a lot of ambition and as many obstacles to achieving my dreams. And my goals were firmly directed at business, an area where I always felt that given a chance, I could succeed. Fortunately for me, London gave me that chance, as it has for so many others. And I was able to create not one but two successful fintech businesses, and I had the opportunity to serve London as its deputy mayor, not once but twice. But my story is not unique. The 1.6 million people of Indian origin in the UK are making their mark. The Indian community in the UK is hugely successful, from business to politics, art and culture to science and academia, media to sport. Everywhere, the Indian diaspora is truly a living bridge between the UK and India. When I started my first business venture in fintech in 2005, the word fintech didn't exist, but the ecosystem was right for it to grow. And the opportunity that London offers across the fintech sector continues to this day, with many successful Indian origin entrepreneurs, including Samir Desai of Funding Circle and Rishi Khosla of Oak North Bank. London is home to over 3,000 fintech headquarters, the highest number globally, more than New York and San Francisco. We are also the second biggest global hub for fintech unicorns. We are home to Wise, Starling Bank, Onfido, Monzo, Checkout.com, and Revolut. Here in the UK, we represent more than 10% of the global market share in fintech. The last couple of years have been challenging, not only for London, but globally, with the scale and spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. You will know all too well the impact that this devastating virus has had on lives, communities, but also on the global economy. Central London, the hub of commerce, retail, and tourism, has suffered, specifically as the pandemic has meant that people have had to work from home and that our borders have been closed for international tourists. In addition, in the UK, businesses have had to deal with the aftermath of Brexit, or the UK's departure from the European Union, the impact of which we are only really starting to feel now. One area, however, that has continued to thrive and innovate amongst all uncertainty is the fintech sector. The sector has played a huge role in supporting business and individuals during the pandemic. We have seen the take-up of digital banking services skyrocket, and companies have had to expedite their switch to digital to accommodate business needs. Figures show that over 6 million UK adults downloaded a banking app for the first time in March 2020, with nearly half of Londoners using digital-only banking services in 2021. London continues to attract fintech firms. From 2015 to 2021, the number of fintech startups and scale-up companies headquartered in London increased by 64%. Similarly, earlier this year, data showed that 1,500 EU-based financial services firms have applied for permission to operate in the UK, with around 1,000 of those planning to establish their first UK office, signifying London will continue to be a leading global player on the post-financial stage, post-Brexit. So what makes London such a great place? London's unique global status as a capital of finance, business, government, and technology is our standout asset. Everything entrepreneurs need is in one place. Businesses choose to locate in London because of many inherent and long-standing benefits the city offers: global connections, access to diverse world-class talent, an incredible cultural offering, and a dynamic innovation ecosystem. This is the city where finance meets tech and academic research finds a business community that is hungry to take radical ideas to market. As a tech ecosystem, there is nowhere to match it for variety or depth, which is why entrepreneurs from across the globe continue to make it their home. Whilst Brexit has created some uncertainty and the pandemic has considerably affected the way we do business, high quality talent is still choosing London. We continue to be a global center for learning with 4 universities in the global top 40. We have over 484,000 professional developers and are home to more developers than many large European countries. This pool of talent, paired with our banking sector expertise, is building fintechs of the future. Fintechs also choose London because we have digital savvy customers. The UK has the 3rd highest number of online shoppers in the world by percentage, just straight after China and the US. And this trend has accelerated further during the pandemic. With our growing smart population of early digital adopters, London is the world's most fertile ground for fintech experimentation. We also have a great ecosystem enabling fintech businesses to grow. Fintech thrives where capital, tech, and talent connect with regulators and government. In London, the financial regulator is a catalyst for competition and innovation. I would just like to end by saying that London is a fantastic city to live, work, and play. And now that we are reopening the economy in full, its cultural vibrancy can be felt again in every aspect of London life: in food, fashion, art, shopping, and nightlife, as well as in science and business. With over 230 different languages spoken, London's diversity is one of its greatest strengths, and the city is home to millions of international workers and thousands of international students who have come here and who call London their home. The fintech sector will continue to play a key role in driving the recovery forward, and I look forward to supporting this sector as it grows across London, the UK, and the rest of the world. I hope I have inspired you to come visit and do business in London. We will certainly look forward to welcoming you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Agrawal, for that enlightening session and for letting us know of the various avenues that are open for young professionals like us in the fintech business, especially in London. Thank you to the delegates for attending this session. Here's your chance to become a proud owner of RuPay on the go. Please do visit the NPCI booth to apply for your complimentary RuPay on the go device. And you can just drop by to know more details about it. Please stay tuned for our next very exciting session that is coming up. Thank you.